Hey guys, I'm Jonathan and I study at the LSE,
My name is Francis. I study at Bayes Business School.
and we're both students from up north who are now studying in London, here to give you some pros and cons of what it's like to study in London.
Yeah, I guess the first thing you can instantly notice is the diversity and having so many people around you from different walks of life, different areas, different countries, different backgrounds. I think it's really refreshing to see so many new faces who you have so much in common with, but also stark differences with as well.
Yeah, definitely. Like you get to meet so many people you wouldn't have the chance to meet. I know at the LSE it's 70% international, so you're meeting people from all over the world, all walks of life, all different experiences. But even like closer to home, I know there's people who I know people at the LSE who were the only black person in their secondary school. I know we didn't have that experience, but if you're looking to you know, meet a diverse set of people, you're going to find that in London. You might find that at other unis as well, but it's kind of times 10 in London, I think, anyway.
And I think adding on to that, with having so many people here, such a massive city, like one of the biggest in the world, there's so much networking opportunities that you can have just at your hands or at your doorstep, especially if you're living on campus. Well, on campus where
Yeah.
you're in the city centre.
Yeah, definitely. I think that takes us to like one of the cons is it's not like a campus uni, not like you'd get in like Nottingham or Warwick or Manchester. Like your campus is in the middle of London, so you're gonna have random people walking through your campus, random people going to work. You know, it's not like you live here and you go to uni here and you know everybody here. It's like it's nothing like that. That's kind of one of the drawbacks, I'd say. It's not like a community feel, which if you want that, you know, don't go here.
Yeah, and John, you had a particular experience where you're living in the city centre, like in central London. But on my case, I was living in Zone 3 private accommodations for my first year of uni. So it was a lot different where I had to travel into central London to get to my campuses. And even navigating a campus from one side of London, other side of London, it can get quite difficult, especially with transport.
Yeah,
Transport costs.
transport. Yeah, transport is ridiculous. Last week, I spent £40 on getting to uni and back.
£40.
£40.
No way. No way.
£40.
No way.
I lost my oyster, so I was just tapping on my bank in and out, in and out. I spent £40 just going to uni and going back home.
£40.
£40. So like it is a joke, and like that is the biggest con of studying in London. It's expensive. Like,
Yeah, very,
it's so
very
expensive.
I think general goods anyway, you will notice a slight difference between your goods here and your goods up north or outside of London, which isn't something you'd expect. It's the same country, but things just tend to be a lot more expensive.
Just
for
be
no
prepared
reason.
to pay. Like I know, like some people advise, like, oh, when you get your student finance, don't buy any design and stuff. Like,
I mean, you simply just can't.
yeah, you can't. Like
cannot.
your student finance, most of the time, will not cover your accommodation. Like that's just a fact.
Yeah.
Like there's very few people where the student finance covers the full accommodation if you're studying in London. Like in London, you do get a higher student finance, but it will never cover it. Like
Yeah, no, and you'll always find yourself, or in a lot of cases, you'll find a lot of people that are working a part-time job, not because they want to make some extra money on the side, it's because they simply have to, because it's so expensive. But even to do like fun stuff on the weekend, you kind of have to work a bit extra to be able to afford it. And when it comes to things to do, there is a lot to do.
yeah,
There is a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's loads. You'll never run out of stuff to do in London. Like and it's not even you don't even have to pay sometimes. There's a lot of free like museums and. I mean, I went to the Bank of England Museum last week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was just a bit bored. I mean, it's not like a great museum, to be fair. It's very small, but I was just walking past and I went in. It's decent. Like, you'll never have things to do. Like, we did that VR experience.
Oh,
one
yeah,
time.
yeah. It was just a random day. We decided let's just do some VR. We went in the evenings or something.
Yeah.
That's such a good time. And you don't really get that outside of London.
Yeah, you don't really like. You can like search on your phone and find something in minutes, like to do. And if you're in your first year, if you're living in an accom, like there's going to be people doing stuff every day, and you just like latch on and you meet people, and you go, oh, we're going here. And go, oh, can I come with you? And that's how you meet people, really.
But yeah, it literally is one of the best cities in the world, like statistically proven. There's just a lot to do in your spare time.
Yeah, and kind of like the next pro, I'd probably say the biggest pro is the opportunities that are in London, like career
100%.
opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you want to go into a sector like finance, you're probably in the best place, definitely the best place in Europe, arguably the best place in the world for the finance sector. I mean, it's probably one other place, but if you're going into finance and you're a UK student, you want to be in London. Like all the internships, all the jobs, they're here. And then when it comes to getting internships, like because you're already living in London, like when you're doing a spring week, you don't have to like search for accommodation and stuff. You're already living there. You just go to work. Or when you get a summer internship, you've already got a place to live. You just go to work. So it's a joke, really. I mean, it really is like the world is your oyster here. Like you can meet so many like high net worth individuals, so many organizations that you just wouldn't be able to interact with, I think.
And even when it comes to progression of internships to grad roles, maybe all the spring weeks are here, your summer internships are here, and there's so many chances to network and get a role in something that you're interested in. It's just a mixing pot of culture in general and opportunities. So yeah, very easy to find a role that you're interested in.
Exactly. I mean, but a lot of the grad roles require you to live in London as well. So like when you get to that grad role, if you've already lived in London for 3 years, you kind of know your way around. You know what you're doing. It's not a big jump for you. Like. So it's definitely, I think, the biggest plus, because realistically, I mean, what happens is you've paid extra to live for 3 years, but if you get a high paying job, which is very, very possible, very probable, like I've got friends who have already done it, like in London, if you get a job, if you come out of uni and you get a job like 60, 70 grand, and I know it probably sounds crazy to some of you, but like if you're going into like investment banking, it's very like standard, like even like as a grad coming in to be earning above 50 grand straight up, it's possible. I think that's only possible in London as well.
Yeah. Something just came up to me. Another con is crime. You were speaking a bit about getting around, having money around, stuff like that. But the sad reality is that there is heightened crime in anywhere that you go.
But London is a bit. Yeah,
crazy.
London's obviously, it's a massive city, and obviously if you're not from London and you're thinking the crime, and you're always seeing it in the news, people getting stabbed, this, that, whatever. Yeah, it's there, it happens, but I think if you just stay like vigilant and sharp, you'll be fine. Like to be fair, I do know like 3 people who've got their phones robbed, but I watched one person get their phone robbed in front of me, and then they were telling me, help me chase. And I was like, no.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it's like, if as long as you stay vigilant, the crime's higher, but you move in groups. You're not in stupid places at stupid times. Like you'll be fine. It is exaggerated a lot, but just stay sharp like you would in any other city, really.
Yeah. So yeah, just one thing you can just say is just keep your phone in your pocket, or keep it tightly held in your hand, I guess. Yeah,
definitely. I think if we're giving tips, I think we should just like end the video on just tips for if you come to London in general.
Yeah.
Like I would say, one big tip is get your Oyster. You can get a 18 plus Oyster, and then you can attach your rail card. Which do you know how much discount it is?
I believe it's 30% discount for travel off peak. So on peak, I believe it's 6 a.m. to 9:30, and then again at 4:30 to 7 p.m. weekdays, and then weekends, bank holidays.
Yeah,
you're off peak anyway.
So just like as soon as you come, I think maybe you can even do it before. Just get that sorted, because you're going to be saving money. Like the amount of money I spent on travel in first term because I didn't do that is actually like, it's a joke.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and especially in first term, because you're going to be new to London. You're going to want to go everywhere. Like you're going to want to go to Buckingham Palace. Like, do you know what I mean? It's just a building, but you're going to want to see it.
Yeah.
You're going to be traveling everywhere, so just get it sorted early, and then you'll just be saving money when you're traveling.
I guess another tip would be plan your freshers. If you're new to London, you're new to uni, plan your freshers and I guess get a wristband because there's so many events that are happening. And having a wristband just allows you to go to anyone you want. Even if you don't want to go to one of them, then there's other ones that you can go to and just meet a lot of people, meet as many people as you can.
Yeah, definitely. I think on top of that point is kind of try and meet as many people from your accom as possible, because especially when you're doing all that partying in first term, which you probably will be doing, is like the amount of times I just jumped in an Uber with someone from my accom that I'd only had like 3 conversations with, but because they're from your accom, you kind of know you're safe. You're just sharing an Uber just to split the cost. You're going to the same place. You're coming from the same place, so it's like you just save a lot of money, and the more people you know from your accom, the more like people can help you. Like just generally, I think
that goes to say something about security as well. So yeah, we mentioned staying vigilant with your assets, your phone, your personal items, but just in general, when you're out and about, even in central London nowadays, it can be a spot for crime.
Yeah.
I would say it's a bit sensationalized, as in you can walk around and you'll be completely fine, but just have your head on the swivel, keep your head on your shoulders, just be wary.
Yeah, just stay sharp, especially if the tube's busy, like sometimes there's pickpockets around and stuff. Just stay sharp, keep hold of your belongings, you'll be fine. I think that's the main thing. If you're going out at night, just stay with your group. Don't be going clubbing on your own. Just go with 2-3 people, you'll be fine.
That just comes with any big city in general. So it's not just London, I guess. Any city, you've got to be a bit more on your toes because there is a lot more people there. And another thing I can add is there is a stark difference between coming from up north or a smaller town and having to live in London. You'll often find yourself having to work a bit harder because everybody you see is working hard. So I think just staying on top of your studies.
Yeah.
It's in such a busy city.
That's probably one of the biggest things that we didn't cover is the life, the pace of life in London compared to wherever you're from, whatever northern city or whatever East Midlands city, whatever Midlands city you're from, is so different. I think the pace in London is just mad. You're going after it every day. Every day people are just on top of whatever they're doing. They're working hard, just moving forward. So I think that's a pro and a con because one, it pushes you definitely. When you're seeing every day, just people are just doing stuff. There's no one lazy, not working. Even when you're in your accom, there's always people studying, working, or at uni, there's always people working hard and even generally because it's so a proper working city. Everybody is going to work. There's nobody that's just kind of sitting on a bench just resting. So it's a pro because it maybe pushes you to work harder, but it's also a con because I like to go back to Sheffield to kind of just chill.
Yeah, same.
You kind of just chill and relax a bit, and you do. That's the biggest thing I realized. Okay, this pace is way different. If I was doing this in London, it'd take me half a day, but here I can kind of long it out to a 2-day process.
Yeah.
So it's definitely I come to London when I want to do some serious work, and I go back home to chill. I think that wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed the video, obviously leave a like, leave a comment. Leave a comment if you actually, if you're thinking about coming to London to study, or if you are definitely coming to London to study. If you've got any questions, or if you've got any other experiences, I'll be interested to hear. But yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.